Charlamagne, Jess Hilarious, and Charlamagne the God.
They're listening to The Breakfast Club.
Thank y'all for being like cultural leaders.
You guys are family.
The Breakfast Club is where people get their information on the topics, on the artists, and everything like that.
I'm winning like that.
You guys were nice. Everybody got me all nervous. Like you guys are let's not go on.
You're locked into the world's most dangerous moment show.
If you want to break this club, you ain't gonna bring it 120. Might as well not come up here.
Oh, Jesus, this what y'all do up here?
That's right, get up out the beds and listen to the greatest show on earth.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Hey, what's up?
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
I lost
you
my
had another
voice.
surgery?
Nah, I lost my voice.
Nah, bro. Last time you came in here with a different voice, he had a nose job.
No.
What you do this time?
I lost my voice.
This man been losing his voice for the past week. We had a show Friday at the Barclays. This nigga walked up to the host like, hey, this guy walked up to the host like, I lost my voice. I'm like, hey, yo, what? For real, it just be happening like that.
That was
man.
Friday. Lost my voice Friday. So.
Doing what?
So he couldn't even like DJ and talk, yo.
Nope.
He couldn't. He
I
had to
couldn't
get. They
DJ
had to
and
get
talk.
another guy to talk for him while he was. It went.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
How'd you lose your voice? What happened?
I don't know.
Screaming at a cheerleading game? Or
happened.
Probably a dance.
Screaming for your life?
My daughter said dance all week. So I just lost my voice. It's actually just coming back now. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get it back. But
Nah, bro.
how you guys feeling?
Last time we took a break and then we came back with a different voice, he had a nose job.
I didn't get a nose
Yes,
job, by
you
the way.
did.
No, they removed the polyps from my nose.
Right.
I didn't get a nose job.
Okay.
You don't feel good though.
I feel good.
Okay.
I feel great, actually.
It's actually a little bit more bass up in there.
No more bass?
Yeah.
No, drop a bomb for Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious performed Friday at the Barclays. She performed with Bruce, who will be joining us a little bit later. D.L. Hughley. Who else was
Lonnie
on that show?
Love.
Tracy Morgan, Lonnie Love.
Everybody.
So many people.
Jeezy.
Glorilla, Jeezy
It was a talent
performed.
show. Yes.
What's the Wayne sister's name? Shantae Wayne.
Shantae Wayne.
Shantae
She
Wayne's
was there. I
performed.
think she's their niece. Yeah,
And I'm not saying this because I'm here with you and you're our co-host with us, but she bodied it. The best performer to me of the night. Killed it.
Okay.
She destroyed it. And it was just drop a bomb for her, damn it.
Thank you.
And I just didn't want to say that. So when I got in the car, my daughter and her boyfriend went, me and my wife went. So I just asked my daughter, I'm like, yo, who killed it tonight? She was like, Jess? And I'm like, Jess Hilarious? She was like, yeah, Jess bodied it.
Like there was
hands down.
another Jess on the show.
Nah, because I just wanted to make sure. So she was like, no, Jess bodied it. She was like, she was the funniest hands down. So I was like, great.
Thank you.
So I'm happy. She killed it. I was so proud, man. I was sitting there looking. I was smiling because I'm looking at the crowd reaction, and it was 18,000 people, whatever, in the Barclays, and you destroyed it. So I just wanted to say you killed it.
He was looking like a proud dad. I was like, oh, that's how he be at the dance competition with his daughter, Joe. He was looking back like, that was so sweet.
And congratulations to your Cox.
Hey.
Drop on the clues bomb for the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. Salute to Don Staley and the whole gang.
Yes.
Okay. Third national championship in what, 7 seasons?
They did that.
Yeah, 7 seasons. No,
It's not.
Yeah, I think it is.
It was the last one that she won was in 2022.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the one before that I think was 2020
2017.
or 17. Yeah,
Yeah, 2017.
yeah. Your Cox killed it. I'm not gonna front.
They did, man.
Yeah.
Big Red was all up on him.
Big Red.
Big Red.
Cardoso, man.
Big Red.
Listen, man.
They said she's supposed to be doing number 2 in the WNBA, right? That's what she's projected.
Really?
Number 2 or 3,
I
yeah.
know she's projected that high.
Yeah, number 2
I
or
know she
3.
was like top 6 or 7, but
Caitlin
Listen.
Clark is number 1, they say, and then number 7 is Angel Reese.
I know Caitlin to be number 1, but salute to the 803, man. Salute to the Metro. Love what Don Staley has built in Columbia, South Carolina. A true dynasty. Being from South Carolina, we've never had anything like that because we don't have any professional sports teams.
That's
all
right.
So this is the closest we have to a professional sports team, but she's absolutely built a dynasty at the University of South Carolina.
And she looked fly doing it.
Always.
Yeah, she do.
Louis
She fly,
Vuitton Don. That's
Just
what they call her.
chilling too. Like she looks so humble and just slick. She fly.
That's right. All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some
I want to
front
know
page.
what surgery you had.
I ain't getting no surgery, man.
It's not
Just
normal.
lost my voice. It's coming back.
Doing nothing?
Doing nothing.
Don't even make no sense.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's coming back. All right, now let's get to March Madness. Now, if you haven't heard, we talked about it earlier. The Gamecocks beat Iowa 87-75. Great game. Caitlin Clark, I think, scored like 30-something points. But
Listen, God bless Caitlin. Caitlin is fantastic. Caitlin has elevated the game of women's basketball.
She has.
But you don't say South Carolina won the championship and then say Caitlin Clark scored 30 points.
I mean,
okay,
she
you got to
beat-
start with the winners first.
No, I'm saying she beat the record.
What record?
She scored the most points in NCAA history.
college
She
history.
more
She
three-point
did that
history.
weeks ago.
And then she did more in the playoffs or something like that as well.
Man, here's my point.
Now
Say
we're
the
about-
best for the last
we're about to
news.
go
Say we
to
about
an
to
end.
No, y'all, the media's been doing this. I really do have a slight issue with it. When you say to talk about the champions, talk about the champions. You talk about the person who lost second.
Well, I was going to talk about them last and close out with Dawn Staley, and they won because we're done with Caitlin Clark.
We're not done with her because she's going to the WNBA.
Talking about right now.
Yes, right now. The
Yeah.
South Carolina Gamecocks won their third championship.
That's right. And Dawn Staley spoke after the game.
We serve an unbelievable God. We serve uncommon favor. I'm so incredibly happy for our players. It doesn't always end like you want it to end, much like last year. But my freshies are at the top of my heart because they wanted this, and I hope we can erase whatever pain they had last year experiencing not being able to finish it here. So I'm just super proud of where I work. I'm super proud of our fans. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, man. Salute to all the freshmen that stepped up, like Tessa Johnson. She scored 19 points.
Yes.
Malaysia for Wiley. She came off the bench and balled out. She had 9 points. So salute to the Gamecocks. Salute to Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts dropped 11. I actually met her parents when I went to the Sweet 16 game a couple of weeks ago. Salute to Camila Cardozo.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 points, 17 rebounds.
17 rebounds was crazy.
Come on, man.
It did feel like the refs were trying to get Iowa to win. They were calling a lot of BS fouls. They were calling a lot of BS things, but they pulled it through. So congratulations to them. And Dawn Staley also spoke about Caitlin Clark.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport, and it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the number one pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
She is. I respect it. Caitlin has elevated the game of women's basketball. I hope she goes to the WNBA, teams up with Aaliyah Boston and Indiana because they got the number one pick, and does the same for the WNBA.
That's right. Now, also Friday, I don't know if you feel it. Did you guys feel an earthquake? Did you feel it, Jess?
No, I was in Maryland.
So you didn't feel anything?
I didn't feel it. I was in Maryland up until we had to do the show in Barclays, but no, I didn't feel anything.
Me neither. We was in here.
We was here. We didn't feel nothing.
Really?
My wife texted me and was like, "Did you feel an earthquake?" I'm like, "No." Then Big Mac texted me, "Did you feel an earthquake?" I'm like, "No."
How do you feel it?
He just started jiggling.
Damn.
Jiggling. Thought he was doing the wobble. He was like, the wobble ain't playing. Why am I wobbling?
Well, there was an earthquake. It was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake recorded in New Jersey.
The ongoing aftershocks from Friday's rare East Coast earthquake. Believe it or not, there have been more than 24 of them. ABC's Rena Roy is here with more on that. Good morning, Rena.
Hey, Jared. Good morning to you. That's right. So many people here in the Northeast were already unsettled when the earthquake hit because, as you said, this is not common here. And then came the aftershocks. There was at least one as recently as Saturday morning, and that was just one of more than 30 since that quake on Friday. But look, these are not uncommon. Experts say they can happen for weeks, even months or years following an earthquake. That 4.8 magnitude quake striking near White House Station, New Jersey in the morning Friday for about 30 seconds near the epicenter. And it was felt as far south as Washington, D.C. and up to Maine.
That was the second time I felt the earthquake up north. I forgot what year that was when there was a slight little earthquake.
It was a couple of years ago. I didn't feel that one either.
It was over 10 years.
It was over 10?
Definitely over 10 years.
Wow, I didn't feel that one either.
I didn't feel it either.
Yeah, I definitely remember that one.
All right, well, that is front page
When
news.
we come back, we got to tell you about the solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse going to happen today at 2:10.
y'all.
We'll give you all the information, what glasses you need. If you don't have your glasses, don't stare at the sun. So we'll give you all that information. Everybody else, get it off your
Jesus
chest.
Christ.
800-585.
Tell us what surgery you had, man. We're going to find out anyway. I can't tell. I'm looking at your face.
800-585-1051. Call us up right now.
Something
Get it
around
off your
your neck.
chest. There's nothing around my neck.
You did something to your neck.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You got something removed.
Nothing.
Yes, you did.
Probably his tonsils. Your tonsils.
No, I didn't have no surgery. What's wrong with y'all? Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up!
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, Envy? Good morning, Envy.
What's up, Trav?
What's up, Jess? Good morning,
Hey, baby. Good morning.
Charlamagne.
Peace, sis. What's happening?
I'm disgusted this morning.
Why?
I am absolutely. This is why you can never count on the light-skinned nigga to do anything for you, to step in the war, because he out here apologizing, bro. Cole, for 15 years I've been telling people, don't mess with Cole.
You've
I'm
been
trying to
lying.
tell y'all, you send Cole shot his way.
And what have I been telling you for 15 years? That you
I prepared myself, Char. I was in the mirror all weekend, ready to go to war with you today. And I had to call in and deal with this.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, Trav.
Well, I don't have a problem with anybody, feeling like they need to apologize. But here's the reason it didn't sit well with his spirit, because he was lying. He got on that record and tried to tell people that Kendrick Lamar don't got 4 classic albums, that The Pimp a Butterfly was weak, that his last album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, was weak. That's what happens when you lie about something. It don't sit well with you.
Cole, I was going to say to you, Cole, last night you didn't just let Nas down anymore. You let hip-hop down. You didn't just let Nas down last night. I'm still a huge fan. I'm still your number 1 fan, Cole, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I need a war with him.
I didn't like it
war with
either.
Kendrick at this point.
I'm with you, Trav. I like this. Nobody thought that Cole and Kendrick were going to kill each other. It wasn't going to start an East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, South beef, West Coast, South beef. It wasn't going to start that. This was lyricists having lyrical sparring. And the fact that he brought it back, I just didn't like it. J. Cole was in his bag the last couple of years.
What that got to do with anything? Just because you can rap don't mean that you're ready for war. And just because you can rap don't mean that you can go toe-to-toe with somebody like Kendrick.
If you number 1, you Muhammad Ali, yeah, you ready for war.
And he wasn't ready to back that up. Listen, we sat in the studio Friday, we was in here doing something, and I told y'all you can listen to the song and tell he didn't really want to do that. Because the reason he didn't want to do because number 1, he was lying. That's the best you could do. You're going to reach. If you're going to insult Kendrick about anything, the last thing you should think about insulting is his musical catalog.
Yeah.
That's the reason we love Kendrick. Because he takes his time and gives us classic records. You going to try to tell me that Pimp a Butterfly is whack? That's my favorite Kendrick album. You lying, Cole. That's why it ain't sitting well with your spirit. Because you lied.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. Cole gets busy, and I thought it would have been great for hip hop because it was people were into lyrics again, and they were breaking down songs and verses and bars, and I loved it. And I think J. Cole gets busy, and I think a lot of times people sleep on Cole.
Ain't nobody sleeping on Cole.
Yes, they did.
No, you're not.
Yes, they were.
Cole's always been in the big 3 contention.
Yeah, but he's always been like number 3,
and that's for a reason.
But damn.
And he's still number 3 now. And I love Cole. He's from the Carolinas. He might be 4. I might put Future in the big 3 now.
After last night, you already tried it. Like,
see, Cole don't let him talk to you like that.
After last night, I think I might have Cole 4th.
Oh my God! Pause, please. After last night, I might have Cole 4th.
Future just put out another album. I mean, I'm not putting statistics and numbers in it, but Future, I think he's top. There's only 4 other rappers or 5 other rappers with more number 1 albums than Future, and it's Kendrick. No, not Kendrick. Jay-Z, Eminem, Drake, Kanye, and Wayne. That's a great number. That's a great class to be in.
And that joint with Cole and Cameron's hard on the album too. I love that joint.
Listen, Cole can rap. Cole dope. He just ain't no Kung Fu Kenny.
Jesus.
Been telling y'all that forever.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Katisa.
Hey, Katisa.
Guess what race it is?
Wow.
It's Turkisa.
Oh, turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That makes it better. Thank you for the clue. Thank you for the extra clue.
Don't play with her.
What's up, Katisa?
Good morning. Hey, how y'all doing?
We good.
Good.
Hey, Jess.
Yes.
I went to your birthday party and had a ball.
Thank you, honey.
Yes, me and my sister came all the way up from Virginia.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
stayed the weekend up in there. Yeah. I actually talked to you. You said you liked my mask.
Hey, girl, I know that's right. You wanted to keep the germs away from you, honey.
Yeah, I think I was the only one with a mask on.
Only one, but I loved it. I wish I was.
Why you went to a club and wore the mask in the club? Could have just stayed home.
Oh no, it was a banging ass mask. It had diamonds coming from it.
She was lit. It wasn't no little, KN95. It was like
no.
It wasn't nothing that stopped COVID.
Nah, nothing that stopped COVID.
Not at all.
Okay.
Well,
it was
Turkisa.
fashion, really.
Have a good
all
one,
I
Mama.
wanted to say, Jess. You too.
Thank you, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, Turkisha sounds like something I need to wear a mask for.
Turquesa.
Whatever it is, it sounds contagious. Okay.
So messed up, yo.
I just want to say Steve just hung up. He called. I don't know what happened. He said he wanted to give Jess props for her show Friday. He said she killed it. He was calling from the Bronx, but it just got disconnected.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that.
Hello, who's this?
Great. I'm Jay from St. Stevens. Good morning to the Breakfast Club family. I wanted to ask Charlamagne if he see the arrest of the young 13-year-old guy in front of the Walmart in St. Stevens. I'm sorry, in Somerville last week, and how brutal it was.
His phone is crazy. What he said? He said a 13-year-old boy got arrested in St. Stevens, South Carolina, in Walmart.
No, people kept sending me that video, man. I don't know exactly what happened.
And Charlamagne, you from Moss Corner, you know, those little young guys, man, that's what they do. They make the little rose petals. And the thing with that, when the officer came up, he was very aggressive to start with. The Democrats, they are never going to pass the George Floyd bill. If they pass the George Floyd bill, then that tracks these types of officers. But my understanding, this officer have a history of being aggressive, and he been from up north, got tired and just come right down south. That's what they do. Come down Charleston, Murder Beach, and good job.
Wow, I got to look more into the story. Now, people were sending me that last week.
My brother, I'm an activist, and we had a big march over there. So when you get time, pull it up. And then after the activists looked at the video, it was nothing like this. Just the young guy swung on what an officer. Nothing at all.
When is the march, my brother?
Where they had one and having another one up next week, Saturday. Still putting it together, but it's just a brutal arrest. And like I said, when an officer pulled up, they'll de-escalate.
Damn. I'm going to look into it right now, King.
Thank you for calling, brother.
Now, look, I want all of y'all to go look up that story, too. It happened at the Walmart. I believe the Walmart was in Moncks Corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just St. Stevens, but okay.
Well, no, St. Stevens is right by Moncks Corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where all Chloe and Hallie's family is from.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Get it off your chest. Now we got rumors on the way. We got Jess with the Mess. What are we talking about?
Yes, the breakdown in Bravo and why it is what it is today.
Okay, we'll get into all that when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NVS. My voice is messed up. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
You think people even notice we gone? Or because they be hearing like the best of shows, and you can't just assume that everybody's heard everything show. So they probably be thinking either we just talking about old stuff.
They probably think we talking about old stuff.
It was people that didn't. They was like, when I was telling people I was on spring break, they was like, how you on spring break and you at work?
Somebody said that too to me.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not.
They can't hear everything. I'm listening to you on the radio right now.
Yeah, no, they can't hear everything.
Clearly you're not, sir.
No, they can't hear everything. Well, let's get to Jess with the Mess.
Absolutely. News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Nobody even know what I'm ready to say. All right, so look, I got some news on Andy Cohen.
Okay.
Fun white facts. Did y'all know Andy Cohen is responsible for what Bravo is today? Like the reality hot commodity channel it is?
Yeah, we knew
so
that.
Bravo started off, Bravo started off as like a art, you know what I'm saying? Like a high-end art cable channel, right? But Andy came to Bravo in 2000. And shortly after, NBC purchased them for $1.2 million. All right, so that's
all?
Yeah, that's all. It was back in 2022. I mean, you know, back in 2002. NBC and Universal partnered 2 years later, which amplified Bravo because, you know, Universal bought that money. You know? Now, his first show was Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, which he produced. He's also responsible for Project Runway. Like, listen. I don't know how many of y'all out there watch Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, but that was the first time that I ever watched gay men. And I loved it. It was a really, really good show. Andy produced the show.
Okay.
And that was a show that made the pivotal change when Bravo went from art to
reality.
And it was funhouse lifestyle reality. You know what I mean? Because he always had a little umph. He then became the vice president of original programming because those people was like, oh, here's the man with the plan. Because he was like, original programming, he was like really responsible for getting these shows and making them. He had Top Chef, Project Runway. He did a lot of stuff, y'all.
He changed Bravo.
He changed Bravo like I'm doing with the Breakfast Club because y'all was slowly dying. Right?
No,
absolutely, absolutely. But on the contrary, unlike me, Andy is now facing a slew of allegations and lawsuits claiming bullying, harassment, and unfair labor practices like everybody else. So Ray J, cross your T's and dot your I's because, you know, we got this new network too. So every network is doing this for real. But this came up about Andy before. Now, I reported something like months ago about it, right? When he had got into it with the Glanville lady or whatever like that.
Uh-huh.
But it was swept under the rug. And do y'all know why?
Wow.
Y'all didn't know this. You have to pay a subscription to get this type of news. These white people is hiding their tea. Y'all didn't even know that.
Where they hiding their tea?
What you talking about?
Listen, I'm not revealing my sources because I pay for this. A person like me is going to pay.
What I'm saying, what story is being hid?
This is what? All of this stuff that I'm saying on the he's facing a slew of allegations, lawsuits, all of this.
That's been going on for a long time.
No.
It has for months. It's about all over.
Listen, I bet you didn't know this. There was a reality show called Girls Trip that was supposed to air on Peacock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is now on hold because all the girls are suing Bravo, NBC, and all other parties too, right? And when he was asked about it, Andy Cohen was asked about it, right? He was like, I can't tell you anything. He got real tight-lipped. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you know what I also thought was interesting? He is the only openly gay host on TV, right? They also pay that too. Yeah, openly gay host on like that's doing all of this.
Oh yeah, because I think James Corden retired, right? Oh, he quit.
Yeah. So basically, what I got from that is a lot of other hosts on the down low. All right. So moving on. Just what y'all don't know. Y'all, they so in a daze, they don't really even understand that they don't know all this. All right, next.
Did you talk about that he's being accused of people saying he intentionally used cocaine with his employees to further promote a workplace culture that thrives on drugs and alcohol?
You just pay for that?
No, this story been out.
No, it's not. Not that. Not for free. You had to pay $24.99 just like me every month.
I pray you ain't pay for that.
I pray that you mind your business. For real, listen. For real, with some other stuff too, but it's still unfolding, so I can't speak on it. That was look. What he just said was alleged, y'all.
But let me ask you a question. In 2002, though, the way workplaces were a place of bullying, were a place of nastiness. Yeah. It was that environment. I know Charlamagne dealt with it. I dealt with it. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. There was no other than that.
Yeah.
But it's also reality TV, though.
Yeah, and they set up these environments so these women can, so they can get women and men. It's not just on these black shows.
Right.
It's on these white shows as well. You know what I mean? Like they set up just so they can have storylines and they can get drama for ratings and stuff like that. But I guess something happened with the girls trip a little bit too bad because they had it's still on pause. And Andy is saying I can't talk about. He talk about everything.
That's right.
So Lil Rod is rodding. Y'all. So Lil Rod is the guy that's suing Diddy. He got 5 different lawsuits against this guy, right? His lead attorney is being investigated for improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressuring defendants to settle quickly. Now, one of the judges in New York City, her name is Judge Coates, she is submitting his inappropriate actions to the grievance committee of the Southern District of New York City. He has a streak of cases that supports his inappropriate behavior too. Guess what his name is, y'all? Tyrone Blackburn. Y'all didn't know that either. Tyrone Blackburn. For real, guess what race it is? Just throw it out there.
He black.
He's black.
Absolutely.
He's from Brooklyn too.
Black as hell. How do you know him?
I looked him up.
What are you talking about?
I Googled.
What are you talking about?
I Googled.
Who didn't know that?
I Googled.
All right, for real, chill, y'all. So this man, he be coming after like some big people like T.I. and Tiny.
Yeah.
He brought 11 accusers who had allegations spread out over a decade to get them, right? And then Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty, which is no secret, he was on that case too. Kenneth was sentenced to 3 years in probation behind Blackburn. We'll pause, whatever. And he is still on this case. He is not letting it rest. Now, Nicki was named in the case too, but they dropped her name from it. But he's still fighting this case with her husband. And then now he's going after Diddy. He be going after some big people, so he gotta have some sources or something like that. And he is the reason why Diddy's house is raided, allegedly, because Lil Rod, because he, all of that connects to the Lil Rod thing. Crazy. And you know what I also find which is interesting? All his clients, he gets them these big interviews, right? Like press conferences. Like, remember that girl went on the reel about Kenneth Petty and all of that stuff? And he be right there cheering them on like, you better tell your story. I remember when lawyers wanted to stay anonymous.
Well, that's what in a lot of those cases. That's what the lawyers do. Like they'll before, and you see any of that publicly, they'll send you things behind the scenes, and they'll say, "Hey, we have this client who's going to say X, Y, and Z if you don't settle with us."
Yeah, well, that's the reason why they go. Yeah,
so a lot of people settle because they want to avoid the public embarrassment. True or not, they know that in this area nobody cares about the truth. When the lie is more entertaining.
And what's that white attorney that does it out in L.A. all the time?
I don't even want to remember her name.
I'm gonna talk about, but they do that
it's
all the time.
It's all right. I'll pay for it. I'm sure I'll get it.
You stupid.
But you like talking about Lisa Bloom. Though.
Lisa Bloom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got
she
pay
does
for
the
that.
same
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the news that y'all did not even know.
All right. Well, thank you, Jess.
Absolutely.
Now, when we come back, we got front page news. We'll tell you about the solar eclipse that's going to happen today, what you need to know, what you need to have with you, and just make sure when you're driving today, you turn the lights on. I'll give you all the information when you come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Tonight, the NCAA Men's March Madness. Purdue takes on UConn at 8:49.
Damn, don't nobody care.
Nope.
Salute to those brothers.
Nope.
But Lord have mercy. When I say that they don't have none of the excitement that women's college basketball has around them, they have none of it.
That's right. And congratulations to your Cox, man. They beat Iowa 87-75.
You see my shirt. Love my Cox.
I know you love the Cox.
Love women's basketball.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Amazing.
Now, today at 2:10 p.m., there's going to be a solar eclipse. If you live on the East Coast, you probably will get to see it. And this is what some of the things that they're telling you to do so you don't F up your eyes.
A total solar eclipse happens when the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, completely blocking out the sunlight. Now, you should never look directly at the sun, but if you have the right safety equipment, you'll see the moon's shadow taking a little chip out of the sun, slowly blocking out more and more of it over the course of an hour or so, until for a few minutes it becomes dark as night. You might even hear crickets chirping, and if you look up, you'll see the sun looks like an ominous black disk in the sky with a faint glow all around it. It happens because the sun is about 400 times bigger than the moon, but the moon is about 400 times closer to the Earth. So down here, they look like they're the exact same size. It is a cool thing to watch.
I cannot wait. NASA actually sent me some glasses.
Did they?
Yes, and it's not these ones that y'all got on your eyes right now. These are just some BS 3D glasses that if you look up at the sun, you're probably going to end up going blind.
These are so clown.
You going to share your glasses with us?
No, because I'm going to be at home when this happens.
Well, these glasses that they have here is 8 times darker than regular sunglasses, so I can't see anything right now.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
This is crazy.
I want everybody to look for the spiritual meaning of all of this, though. I was talking to my good sister, Debbie Brown, and she was saying that the solar eclipse new moon is potent for clearing karma, clearing trauma energy in the body, and clearing out toxic and unlined relationships of all kinds. It's also very positive for new beginnings in all areas of life and for bringing forward highest alignment in all types of relationships.
So what that mean?
For the solar eclipse, that's what she feel about that?
Yes. So she said you should get a journal and pen. You should spend 15 minutes in meditation to cleanse your mind and create some groundedness in your body. Then allow for your higher consciousness to download in deeper truths with ease. Write down names of relationships that need to be shed in life and work, and names of people you'd like to be less responsible for and even protected from.
In the dark?
Well, you're going to be in your house.
Oh, I was going to say,
Jess,
come on.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Write this down outside.
My God.
Okay.
All right. Now, last week, President Clinton, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden came together to raise $26 million. All right. Now, Donald Trump, well, he raised $50.5 million this week in a fundraiser in Florida.
You lying.
No.
So hold on, they teamed up like the Avengers and only could raise $26 million, but Trump raised $50 million by itself?
Yes.
That's not a good sign, yo.
Not at all.
It's going to be a very spectacular evening, and people are just wanting change. Rich people want it, poor people want it, everybody wants change.
Despite raising more than $65 million in March, Trump looking up at President Biden's March fundraising haul, $90 million, ending first quarter fundraising with a staggering $192 million on hand, giving Biden a roughly $100 million advantage over Trump. The administration noting that 96% of its donations were for less than $200. But the former president is expecting a record cash haul tonight, nearly $50 million at a private campaign event in Palm Beach, Florida.
I don't have no reason to believe that.
Well, that's what they said. They said when he got up there and said something about he's going to make sure that he lowers taxes and that he doesn't tax people more, they said they just started donating money.
I just don't have any reason to believe that. I think that if I knew what Obama and Clinton and Biden's number was collectively, if I was Trump, I would double that. I would say I raised double that in one night. Because this is coming from his campaign.
Of course.
I need this to be proven. I don't believe this.
Okay, well, he also said that if he goes to jail, he'd be like Nelson Mandela.
He sure did say that. I was like, what?
Yeah, so that's what he said. He compares himself to Nelson Mandela.
I don't believe that one either. You got to hear? You got audio?
No, we don't have audio. He says, I will gladly become a modern day Nelson Mandela. It will be my great honor.
Huh?
He want these black people to love him, okay? To just love him and cherish him and hold him.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have the audio?
We don't have the audio up. We got the audio with it? No, it's no audio. It says one audio, but it's not audio. We have it.
What do we get?
Yeah.
They only go after the people that challenge the results of the election. They don't go after the people that cheated. Those people are free. Those people have no problem. If you want to challenge the result of an election, they hound you. Look what happened this weekend with two good people. They hound them and they scare them but we don't get scared. We don't get scared. I'll tell you what, I don't mind being Nelson Mandela because I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it for a reason.
He don't mind being Nelson?
He's not Nelson Mandela.
He compares himself to Nelson. He says the black people understand him because he's getting charges and accusations.
That is horrible.
No?
That's the only thing we understand, huh? Crazy.
All right. And I just want to tell you guys, Powerball, I think, if you live in Oregon, somebody won a $1.3 billion jackpot. All right. So congratulations to that individual. And that is front page news.
That is crazy. You want to have everybody in Oregon looking like, who is it?
Hey, who is it?
Yo.
All right. Now, when we come back, comedian Bruce will be joining us. He performed at the April Fool's Day comedy show this Friday with our very own Jess Hilarious. Hey. He killed it, too. It was, if I had to go order of who killed it, I would say it was Jess, number 1, and Bruce, number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I would have to say.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to Bruce when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legend.
Bruce.
What's cracking, baby?
Welcome. How you feeling?
Everything's good, man.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
Now, this is the first time Bruce has been on the show. First and foremost. And I want to, when sometimes when somebody comes for the first time, I want to start from the beginning, right?
Okay.
Now, I know your story because I've been studying you, I've been following you, but for people that don't know, how did Bruce get into comedy? And I want you to explain your job before comedy.
Well, I used to be a chef. I can cook like a mug. And, everywhere I go, I used to always be funny. So I hired this guy one time. I was running a barbecue restaurant, older guy, and he used to watch me in the kitchen when he first started. He's watching me. He said, you need to go on stage. And I ain't paying attention to it. He said, I'm gonna bring you something tomorrow. He brought me this album. Back in the day, he had albums. He was a comedian, but he was ex-Navy. He was an alcoholic. He said, don't waste your time on this job, man. You need to go on stage. No, what I did, I quit because I had a family. I was young, man, had 3 kids, and man, I went and started working for Frito-Lay potato chips, selling potato chips, and the whole time I'm selling potato chips and on the dock, I'm just funny, acting crazy. So good old white dude say, you need to go on stage. I see you here every morning. You need to go on stage. You funny. I look at comedians every Friday, Saturday night, and you need to go on stage. And when I took that step, man, I knew that's why I should have been my whole entire life. And what made me take that step, I was going through a divorce, and my ex-wife said, you'd never make it.
Why'd she tell you that?
So I just looked at it and say, I see you on TV.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been gone. I've been doing it now 35 years.
Now, you also mentioned that you were an only child.
Only child.
Your father left at the age of 5?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. He was in the Air Force, and he was a medic in the Air Force, and he flew choppers and airplanes, and when he got out, he was an anesthesiologist.
Now, was it important to mend that relationship before he passed? Or
I did.
Wow.
My mother said, I just wanted to know. I remember him. My mother said, what you looking for him for? Because they be mad. But my mother really ran him off. You know what I mean? She was she ran him off, man. She was a monster, man. You know what I'm saying?
Did your dad tell you that?
Oh, no, I just saw it. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this dude is cool. He was really cool, But she like, I don't want it. Everything he tried to do, she just knocked it down. But she was listening to her girlfriends. That's why I try to tell all these young girls, don't listen to no woman that ain't got no man.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you got a woman, if you got a girlfriend, you got a husband, she know how to treat her husband. But a woman that don't have a man, She can't tell you nothing. But he left, and he never, ever called us, ever. And my mother didn't even know she was divorced. He did a non-contested divorce because my mother just worked, come home, never went anywhere. So when she said, I think I'm going to get a divorce. And when she went to do it, they said, you already divorced. You're non-contested. You put it in the newspaper for 30 days. You don't answer the ad. Bam, you divorced.
I did not know
and he was already gone.
He was gone.
Oh, he was gone, man. I got married 3 more times. I found it when I was like 40 years old.
So he knew who you were. He knew you were successful.
Exactly who I was. He knew exactly who I was.
Look like?
No, my son looked like him though. My baby boy looks just like him. But it's funny how it dip over, you know what I'm saying? But I met with him and we talked and we stayed in touch, and he ended up passing away about 17 years ago. My mother passed away 14 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you and your mom ever have to talk? Did you ever have to say to your mom, it was you?
Yeah. She said, I was wrong. She said, I didn't care. She said, but I had other boyfriend. You know, my mom was fooling around. See, parents don't tell you. They try to tell you do the right thing, but they'll do the wrong thing in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Those old dudes used to go with named David, had platform shoes with taps on them. You remember platform? He had taps on platform shoes. He come up the steps, how your mama doing? And then he'll tell me, hey, come in, let me give you a few dollars. Go down and get you a Coca-Cola, something like that. I know what he's finna do. He's finna get us some tail, you know what I'm saying? So he gets you some potato chips. I run right out the house. I know what he's finna do. I don't want no food, you know what I'm saying? But he was cool. He was cool to me. He treated me very nice. But she had this one boyfriend she's crazy about. I don't know what's up with women with this one dude that they like. And he ain't nothing. I mean, man, he wasn't nothing, man. He dogged my mom out, man. He was married. She didn't even know he was married.
Damn.
But he's over there every day. Every day. Eating, yeah. God is a good God. You know how I'm joking with you. Yeah, God is a good God. And let me tell you what happened. When I was in high school, 4 of us used to hang together, and we saw him in his truck. And my buddy said, man, that go your mama boyfriend with your mom. I said, no. I said, that's my mom boyfriend, but that's not my mom. It was another lady. So I got out the car, looked at him and said, hey, I see you, right? He said, oh, hey, how you doing? Played it off. Come on to my mom's house. I told my mother, I said, I seen him with another woman. He looked me dead in my eye. He said, he did not see me. and my mother believed it. But the reason she believed it, because I didn't like him. So she just kind of figured I made up a story about him, and she let it go. But it took her girlfriend of hers to see him say, I saw that dude with another woman. You know what I'm saying? And it took her to tell me. She dated him like 16 years, man.
Damn.
And that ought to tell you, my mother, I don't want to get married. Okay, you don't want to get married, but this dude's already married, so you can't marry this dude. When she found out, she was toe up. Yeah.
I heard her.
And you said your Uncle Paul inspired you as far as comedy because he was the funniest person you know?
Oh, man, he was funny, man.
Okay.
He tell a lie. Everybody got to help him with this lie. Every lie he tell. Did I tell him? He was like, yeah, he told me. Paul ain't saying nothing. Everybody help him with this lie, but he was one of the best bakers in the world. He practically raised Gladys Knight back in the day. And they used to call him the sweetbread man. And Gladys Knight knew him. His name was Paul Henson Jr. And he went by the sweetbread man because he was the baker in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the man. And he talked about Gladys all the time. But Gladys and I was really raised on the same street. The street was Chestnut Street. They changed to James P. Broadley. I was on 415. She was on like 785, something like that, just right up the street, like 2 blocks up.
Did you know her?
No, I was a little kid. But she lived there with her first husband, you know what I'm saying? But Gladys is a girl, though, man.
Wow.
How were you able to translate your funny to actually make a career of it, but somebody like Uncle Paul, who was funny, couldn't?
I don't know. My Uncle Paul was just scared to go on stage. He was scared. See, black people back in the day had the skill to do everything, but they were scared to do it. They had so much fear. So like young kids now, they'll do it. They were like, I don't care, I'll do it. So I just took it and ran with it. My uncle was one of the best bakers in the world. He went against bakers from France and Italy, from England, and he beat them all out. You know what I mean? Then he had a cheesecake that he made that was one of the best cheesecakes in the world, and they tricked him out of it and didn't have sense enough to get a lawyer and everything. Gave him like $10,000. They clapping. He was all happy when he
stole his recipe.
Yeah, when he could have got 100 million. You know what I'm saying? But just didn't have the sense and the knowledge to do that at the time.
I wanted to know, as a child, was Bruce big as a child?
No, man, I was a little bit. They used to call me Little Bruce, man. I didn't get fat till I got married. I don't know why I got married. That's
why all that kick your uncle.
Oh my God, I wouldn't eat it, man. I was just a little bitty dude, just running around, just messing with everybody. I was a little bitty kid, man. But when I got married, I got fat. That's what happened to us as black men. We get complacent. We get complacent with jobs. We get a job, and it'd be, let's just say, General Motors. We make a little money. Oh man, that's a good job. I don't care nothing about a good job. It's about getting out there, getting it, because it's more than that than getting a good job.
I ain't like that question, by the way.
What you mean?
I ain't like the question he asked you.
Wait, what?
Was Bruce little as a child?
Oh, that's all right.
I mean, was he a big child?
I wasn't no fat kid, man.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he thought I was fat. He thought I was just couldn't clap my hands.
Of course he was little as a child. He's a
little
kid.
fat kid couldn't clap his hand. Y'all clap my hand. But no, man, I was a little kid, little cute joker, man, running around messing with everybody. And, you know, we seem to lose focus, and that's what happened. You lose focus, you start eating crazy. But now I'm back at it, man. I'm 62 years old, man.
Wow. All right, we got more with Bruce. Bruce, when we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy. Yes, I lost my voice. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Bruce. Now, I got a question. What's the most difficult city for you? Because you're on the road, 5 days a week, 4 days a week,
I'm
7,
on the
8
road
shows?
every week.
What's the toughest city for you?
I'm going to be honest. I ain't never had a tough city, man. I've had some tough crowds when the comedy clubs hold these people hostage. You know, like, let's just say first show is at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Second show is supposed to start at 10. All right, they let the first show run over. These people that come to the show at 10 o'clock are outside waiting. So now they pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They pissed, you know. So you got to really go to work to make them laugh, you know. Or go and I'll say something like this. Say, y'all ever been at work and they want to be there? They be like, yeah. I said, that's where I feel now. You know what I'm saying? So when you break the ice with them, you got them.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get them, you got them. But you got to run the clubs on time. And it's hard dealing with us as black people. It's hard dealing with our black people, man. But the white clubs, they be on it, bam, because they realize the money they can make in a short length of time.
You know, you just made me think about when it comes to doing business with black people and white people, because I love doing business with my people.
Right.
But I don't think we often look at it as business. Like,
No,
it's
we
almost
don't.
like it should be a personal transaction.
Right, it's always
you want a hookup. You want a discount.
Thing.
Yeah,
yes, because people call my manager and be like, "Man, Bruce, go back 15 years." I don't even know this brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I met him at the gas station, and you don't know me, bro. Maybe I come across like you do know me, but you don't know me. They'll call and be like, "We discussed a deal, and he said he would do it for this." That's not true, because I don't discuss money at all with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But they always think it's like a partner thing when it should just be business.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you remember your best show and you remember your worst show?
Yeah, man, I can remember a lot of them, but people don't know it. I know it. I can remember my first. I come off stage and tell a guy, I didn't like that show. Well, people thought it was great, but I'd be like, I didn't like that show.
What was your worst show? Because they said you don't write things down. It's just off of emotion.
I come off the cup. One time I was in Houston, Texas, and I was doing this show, and I was joning everybody out, and this dude came up and joned me, and he was funny. His buddy said, "Man, go up there, you know, you go up there and join him." He said, "I look like a pickle jar." You know, and I started laughing like, "Damn, that's funny, bro." You know, I said, "I'm gonna keep that." You know, he's telling me like a pickle jar up here. I like, "Oh my God, that's funny." But the crowd loved it because I took it so well. I didn't go off. You know, it was really funny when he said it. And the best show I ever did was years and years and years ago. Is when Bernie Mac was red hot. Bernie Mac was super hot, and it's a part of Georgia called Macon, Georgia, and it's about an hour from Atlanta. And Bernie was performing, had a 5,000 seater, and the feature didn't show up. And the guy said, "Hey man, my feature didn't show. Can you come down and open up for Bernie Mac?" I said, "Yes." You know, I had been in the game there about 5 years. I said, "Yes," and I drove down there quick as I could, and I was on stage, and I can remember Bernie Mac had his arm folded, looking at me. He said, "Who's that dude right there?" He said, "It's Bruce." He said, "He is funny." But Bernie went up and ripped it. And I worked with Bernie twice in my whole entire life. Macon, and then I worked with him in Columbia, South Carolina one time.
803.
That's it. But Bernie was a bad dude, man. And people don't realize when he did I'm Not Scared of You on Def Jam, he made that up right then. Because everybody was coming up, they was having a hard time here in New York. Def Jam, they was getting it to him. You know, New York, you know, they don't hold no punches, you know. And Bernie said, "Man, I ain't scared of them." And he went up and did it. Him and Capri went together on it, and he ripped it, man.
Wow.
Bernie was a bad dude.
Was that the funniest comedian you ever worked with?
No, man. I know some funny comedians now. Like Tony Robbins is stupid funny. Tony makes me laugh. You know who Tony Robbins is?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Tony Robbins told me he used to date a girl. Her breath was so bad, it smelled like a horse's hiccups. So,
damn.
Who think of that? Who think of a horse's hiccups? You know what I'm saying? He makes me laugh. Mike Epps. Mike Epps is one of the dudes I trained back in the day. Mike used to be on the road with me. Mike moved from Indiana to Atlanta. I used to take him on the road with me, and then he moved to New York. And he called me one day and said, "Man, they want me to audition for Fridays." And I said, "What you waiting on?" I said, "Looking for somebody like you." And he called me a week later and said, "I got the part." I said, "You're on your way, Day Day." That's my man.
Now we seen Cat Williams pulled out his chopper a couple of months ago. He was firing at everybody. What was your thoughts? Because a lot of that stuff was inside that became outside conversations.
I think Cat just told how he felt, man, and what's been going on in his life for real, and he just got fed up with it. When people dog you out, let's just say this. I used to tell people, I had a club in Atlanta, it's called Club 559, and I used to tell my securities, I said, listen, when you have an altercation with a guy, be careful because they don't forget you. You don't forgot about them. So if you throw them out the club, throw them on their head, and they be like, I'm not going to forget that. They won't forget you.
That's real.
But you forgot who that was, and you had to go to the store with your woman, shopping, he run up on you. You remember me? You're like, no. You had to be careful. So Cat just went through some things, stuff that he never forgot that was done to him, and he's coming back retaliating, and he just told it like it was.
I mean, there's a lot of different things you could take from that conversation, but the thing I took from it that I appreciated, it felt like it put black comedy in a new light.
Yeah.
Like people started paying attention to the OGs like yourself, Tony Robbins. Like I don't know, I just felt like it just shined the light on the people who've been doing it.
And people got to understand something about Cat Williams. Cat Williams is not a dummy. He is very smart. He's very smart. I don't know if y'all remember when he had an altercation in Atlanta with Wanda Smith. If you ever noticed, he never lost his composure.
No.
He stood there and drunk his coffee, and he was killing her the whole time. And he's just cool like that. He's very smart. He's a smart guy.
How did you feel about all these artists mention you in their songs?
I love it.
Were you ever surprised? Did you hear it before when you heard "Let Bruce hit it"?
My God, I just hate when dudes say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been let Bruce hit it, bro. You shouldn't be saying that. Your girl should say it, but not me, not you, bro.
He said that on the text this morning.
Oh my God!
Did he?
Because our producer was like, "Man, Bruce is already his." We were on the way in, and so he goes, "Well, entertain him then. Let Bruce hit it."
I was joking. It was just
That's what he said.
I forgive you.
That's what he said.
I forgive you.
That's inside stuff, man.
I just thought it was stupid.
Yeah, but he felt we cool, so he just told me.
And our producer told him he was going to HR. I'm going to HR. Yeah.
It's gonna be some people that breathe hard. Why did you do that?
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? And Biggie mentioned you in Hypnotize.
Yeah.
When was the first time you heard it? Did you have a relationship?
What happened? I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I'd never forget this. And I wanted to meet him so bad because I was a fan of Biggie. Man, he came in and I was on stage clowning. I was joning people. I mean, I asked the dude, I said, that shirt silker is, I said, is it silker? You iron it too much, something like that. He walked in, he said, this dude is funny because if you ever really pay attention to Biggie, he didn't really smile that much. You know what I'm saying? He just always had that look, this nonchalant look. He smiled on the video when he was on the boat. Remember he was on the boat and he started smiling?
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to put you down for real. And when I heard it, I'm like, what?
What was the Bruce line? Because people were debating whether he.
Yeah, well, did he say that? Yeah.
What was the line?
It was like Bruce, who do something to us? Talk goes through us. Girls do us, want to screw us. Who? Me, Poppy, and Puff. It was just love he showed, man. He was a cool guy, man. And I actually saw him smile and laugh because I never saw him smile. He just always had this hard look, he ready to fight, but he was really funny. He was fun to be around.
So he told you he was going to put you
Yeah.
in? Okay, so that's how you know it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to it over and over. I just kept going back. I just listened to it over. I just kept repeating it. Listened to it over and over. And that was love. That was real love.
All right, we got more with Bruce when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning. We are The Breakfast Club. Comedian Bruce is still here. Charlamagne?
Now, out of Def Comedy Jam, Showtime at the Apollo, and Comic View, which one had the most impact on you?
Comic View. Def Jam first. Def Jam was the star. And come on now. We got to give it to Russell Simmons. I mean, big up for him. Def Jam was good, but when I did Comic View, see, Comic View started out as Coast to Coast. I don't know if y'all remember that. They used to come out to your city and come to a club and film you and then take it back. And DL was the host there. And he's like, look, went all the way down to Atlanta at a club called the Comedy Act Theater. And we seen this guy, Bruce, and they showed me. And I did the Coast to Coast when they first started. But I never forget the year that I hosted. It was probably the best year for me that I have ever experienced in my life. They went from 10 million viewers to 20 million viewers when I hosted. And it was great for me. It was good. I made some money. They gave me money for wardrobe. That's why I dressed in all them suits, because I thought I was a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a straight up pimp.
Why do you help so many comedians? Comedians talk about that you help so many comedians in their career, in their life. What gives you the energy? Because a lot of people be like, I ain't helping him because he might get bigger than me. But you talked about so many comedians you do.
Oh my God, yeah. But so many helped me. I never forget when I was in the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, and John Witherspoon came to Atlanta, and he looked at me and he say, you got it. He said, you really got it. He said, I like you. So he started telling me what to do and what not to do. And he helped me, took me up on his wing. Ronaldo Ray did the same thing. He helped me on BET when he was my co-host. People don't realize that Ronaldo Ray was a college professor before he started doing comedy. He was extremely smart. And he would tell me sometimes, he said, turn your body to the right a little bit when you tell that joke. It'll work better. And I'm like, how's that going to work better? And it worked better. And then the last of the Mohegans who really told me, he said, you won't have to find them, they will find you. His name was Paul Mooney.
Wow. The legend.
Paul Mooney. He told me that. Rodney Winfield. Y'all remember Rodney Winfield? That my man took me. He said, a lot of these jokers don't like you. Just because you're funny. He said, keep being funny. You're going to be all right. He used to call me, do shows with him. You know, back in the day, man, somebody say, man, we got a show paying $300. I'm like, let's go. You know, these new kids now, you say, man, I got a show for you. How much they paying? Hold it, player. Hold it. You ain't been seen walking by TV, much less on TV. So what is you talking about how much they paying? If I tell you about a show, I'm going to make sure you get paid. Just that simple.
You think social media helped or hurt comedy?
Oh, it helped it. Charlamagne, I wish I had social media 35 years ago. Only thing we had was go in this city early, do radio, try to do TV to get people in there. The social media is a platform that really helped a lot of young comedians now. Now, veteran comedians like myself, they get pissed because all the new young comedians are coming up faster. I've been doing comedy for 25 years, 30 years, and he ain't been doing comedy for 3 months. I tell them like this, if you can't beat them, join them. And they're winning. So you might as well fall in the footsteps. They are winning.
But that's why them young comedians feel like, that's why they're asking how much.
Right.
Because they following on social media.
But then the only thing about it, Charlamagne, is when they do get booked, only thing they got to say is what they did on social media.
That's right.
You got to bring out more than that.
That's right.
You know, you got that 7 minutes you got, it's bye. But what about this other 20 minutes they need you to do? You can tell when a person is bombing because they'll start talking real positive. You know, we need to take care of these kids, man. And, you know, hey, man, support these women, man. Hey, man, these women need your support. They need your respect. They're bombing like hell.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get positive.
That's his favorite part of a comedy show.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I like to see somebody try to dig themselves out of a hole when they bomb.
Oh, my God.
If you see me laughing really hard, it's probably because you up there stinking it.
Because I remember seeing you, because I watch you guys all the time. I remember seeing you on Ridiculousness, right? Chanel West Coast. You made her so mad. You was calm. You say, I never seen you on anything. I never seen you rap with. I rap with Snoop. She got pissed. They went to commercial.
yes.
I think it happened twice. Am I right?
No, it was one time.
She was, but do she rap?
I don't. Yeah, I think she did.
Okay, but I didn't know it. But I looked at you and I'm like, oh my God, she's pissed. She got pissed. She moved that hair back. And said, commercial, and she came back. She was more calm. Yeah, we're back here. Charlamagne done pissed her off. He said, I never seen you on nothing. I never seen you with Snoop. I never seen you Too Short. I never seen you. She was pissed. I laughed so hard at that. That was so good.
How big of a deal is it now for a comedian to have a special? Does it even matter?
Well, it's funny you said that, man. Specials are good. I just got signed for a Netflix special.
Okay.
And the reason I just took it, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna do it myself. Like, film it, make them buy it. You know what I'm saying? But they offered it to me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, I think, around August. So
let's shoot in Atlanta?
No. We're gonna go somewhere else. I wanna go somewhere somebody think I'm a superstar. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, I'm just average. What's up, Bruce? What's happening, man? You know, they see me in the grocery store, Bruce, what's happening? But I go somewhere like Chicago or Texas. Oh my God, that's where I want to go. In Atlanta, it's my city. I love it. I still live there, and I had a place in LA for like 30 years. LA, just LA. They make you pay for the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is just so high. It's just ridiculous.
It is.
I've got a couple more questions. You know, there's a stigma about black comedians wearing dresses to be funny or having to wear a dress to get to that next level. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I did. It's funny you said that. I did a TV show that I taped one time, never came out. It's called Bruce Bounty Hunters. I was a bounty hunter. I played a bounty hunter. I played a preacher called Reverend Get Money. It was Reverend Get Money. And I played a mother named Mother Marshall, which was crazy. But Mother Marshall was a real lady in my church that I mimic. I copied off her. And I also played, I did it in Indianapolis. And I did not feel comfortable in that dress. You know what I'm saying? At all. And some people could do it. Some people, if it worked for you, it do it. Flip Wilson did it when he did Geraldine. because Flip Wilson's show was a variety show, which I love because it wasn't a black show. It was a show for everybody. And that's what people got to understand. But if they want to dress up in a dress, do your thing, but that's not my thing. Tyler Perry made it big. He's one of the best. But to me, I love Tyler Perry, but Joe is funnier than Tyler Perry. Than Madea.
Oh.
When he plays Joe, when he plays Joe,
Joe is funny.
Joe is funny.
Yep.
Joe have an oxygen tank.
Yep. And smoking weed. Coughing, and I say, thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when he plays Joe is the funniest dude. That's just me.
I think I love Madea a lot with Joe, too.
Yeah, I love Madea, but Joe's
funny to you.
Oh, my God. Joe is funny.
And see, back then, when we used to see people in their dresses, or even see, like, when they used to do Men on Film on A Living Color, it was just funny. Like,
it was
I
funny.
never thought nothing of it.
Men on Film was the thing. Remember when they talked about Moby Dick? Moby Dick. That gets 2 snaps and a kiss and a roundabout. You remember they did that?
And the twist, yeah.
Yeah, the twist, yeah.
Why do you have to say your name twice?
Because my mom used to call me twice. My mama said, if I call you the 3rd time, I'm going to kill you. So, my mother said, if I call you 3 times, you're going to die today. And my mother was a little woman, about 140. I mean, she was just, but loving and knew how to make a way out of no way. Most mothers do. That's why it's always good when you do get successful and you start making money, make sure you take care of your mom. And one thing you got to realize, it don't take much like you think it does.
That's right.
People think like, well, I got to do that. No, your mama don't want that much. She just want to make sure she's okay, she's comfortable, and she got a little money. My mother, the last 20 years of her life, I made sure she was straight. Didn't pay no bills, nothing. But it didn't take much. But then when your family members found out about it, they started trying to use you too. My mom going through something. Well, that's your mother. This one is mine.
Well, there you have it.
Real.
Well, there you have it. It's Bruce.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Bruce up here for a minute, man, because I've always just respected you as a comedy legend, man.
That's right, man.
You an icon, so salute
I
to you,
agree.
Bruce.
Thank you, man.
for coming.
It's
Love and
Bruce.
respect.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so this news is a little bit everywhere, but I'm starting with Gerard Carmichael. He says he is not apologizing to no damn Dave Chappelle. I know, if y'all don't know, Gerard Carmichael was interviewed by Esquire, and he discussed a beef with Dave Chappelle. I really see this coming, but I did after doing my research or whatever. Carmichael previously critiqued his latest special, The Closer, as anti-trans and potentially damaging to Dave Chappelle's legacy, which Chappelle, he saw that and he ain't like that. So Carmichael first criticized Chappelle for making anti-trans jokes in his stand-up specials back in 2022 when he did an interview with GQ. He took it as F Dave Chappelle because he's an egomaniac. Carmichael explained he wanted me to apologize to him publicly or some S like that. But Carmichael believes that Chappelle should go deeper into his personal insights and his comedy and legacy and just leave the anti-trans jokes alone. But my thing is, so Dave Chappelle reached out to him like, I need you to apologize to me publicly. Allegedly, that's what Carmichael was saying. And he didn't want to. But you're speaking about him publicly about his jokes. That's crazy to me.
Should comedians critique other comedians?
I mean, all right, so this is the thing. Yes, Gerard Carmichael is gay, but he is a comedian at the same time.
Yes, and I'm sure at some point, if I could think about it, I probably could think it would come to me. But I'm sure Gerard has said something that people probably thought was too far.
You know what I'm saying? As a comedian,
you're going to offend.
You're going to offend. Like, listen, it's trans comedians. You get what I'm saying? Like, at what point I don't know. I just feel like all of that is off limits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
that could be you
comedian,
that could be you at any given moment.
Any time.
Yeah.
You know, but to give him advice on what he should write comedy about is just crazy.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, it's like come on now, you and your feelings. But I am surprised that Dave Chappelle was like, you need to publicly apologize to me. I am surprised at that because usually Dave don't care. From what I know, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that was just interesting. That was a little cherry I wanted to drop on y'all for y'all little milkshakes. All right, look. Diddy's son, King Combs, was hit with a lawsuit alleging that he sexually assaulted a staff on a yacht. Now, the alleged victim claimed that she was sexually assaulted by King Combs while she was working as an employee during one of the holiday yacht parties back in December. Where was I in December on a yacht in 2022? In December?
It's different places with different seasons.
You are so right. You know what?
It's probably
You're
Caribbean.
right. I was ready to be like, because now she lying.
It wasn't Maryland.
Everything ain't Baltimore.
All right.
It wasn't Maryland.
I was like, hold up now, girl. Cold as hell out there. All right. So she said she saw a constant rotation of suspected sex workers as well as celebrities partying and doing drugs. She also said that Christian Combs allegedly became aggressive with her after forcing her to take a shot of tequila. Now, she also said that she suspected the tequila was spiked with something because she looked around and saw other bitches passing out after one drink. He also, she said that he also allegedly placed his hand on her without her consent and touched her private area. Later on that night, the court documents claimed that he attempted to force her into giving him oral sex and that he forcibly grabbed her arms in the process. Diddy is named in the lawsuit because he's the one that rented out the yacht. So that, just for people speculating like, oh, how does that trace back to Diddy? He's the one that rented out the yacht. Now, Justin Combs, the other son, he was accused in a recent lawsuit of being a part of a cover-up and involving the mysterious shooting of his friend, identified as G in the lawsuit, at a recording studio in 2022 with Diddy. So, Lil Rod heard multiple, this is also alleged by Lil Rod, y'all. This is what he putting out there, one of them 5 lawsuits that he got going on. It was a very long lawsuit. He said he heard multiple gunshots after a heated conversation in a nearby bathroom at a studio. When the bathroom door opened, Combs and his son walked out and Lil Rod found G lying on the floor in the fetal position, bleeding from like his leg, hip area, and coughing. He was holding his stomach. Now, Lil Rod alleged that Combs told him to tell the police that neither one of the Combses, him or his son, had nothing to do with it, and say that the shooting happened outside of the studio by a person that just came through and just started like doing a drive-by, like just shooting out the window. That's what he said. But the story is G is still alive, but where is G? That's what everybody wondering.
The one thing about the Little Rod lawsuit, which I never understood, is if Little Rod is suing Diddy because of sexual assault and not getting his proper publishing or whatever it may be, why is he discussing so many things that doesn't have anything to do with him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if this is about my lawsuit and things that I'm suing for you, why is that in the lawsuit? Why is the guy that carries the drug in the lawsuit? Why is the different things in a lawsuit if it has nothing to do with his suit?
That's probably why they raided the studio when you think about it.
Looking for a weapon?
Yeah.
So look, that is actually, remember I told you earlier, when in the Tyrone Blackburn story, that who's the lawyer for Lil Rod, that is what led to the raid.
It makes more sense, right? Because when you think about the raid and how they came in with the guns drawn and the
They're probably
military
looking for a
style
weapon,
vehicles and stuff, you do that when it's something like that.
And the 2 sons were handcuffed.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So now,
and there was rumors out there that they were under federal investigation for the LA studio shooting. For their involvement in that.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
Than the sexual worker thing. Yeah.
All right, now real quick, Aoki Lee Simmons is 21. She kisses her 65-year-old boyfriend, Vittorio Asaf.
What?
Amid the date. Look, if you didn't catch it the first time, don't worry about it. I said it right. She's dating this 65-year-old man. For those who don't know, Aoki is the daughter of 48-year-old Kamora Lee Simmons and 66-year-old Russell Simmons. So he is a year older than her father. No, her father is a year older than him. Yes. Aoki and Vittorio was seen kissing on the beach and on their trip to St. Bart's.
Yeah.
Sources are saying the two are just enjoying each other's company. But listen, back in an old Instagram live when Aoki was talking to her father, she did say, if you don't up my allowance, I'm going to get a sugar daddy. And he told her, you don't have sugar baby qualities because you're still a virgin. She probably said, not forever. What you talking about?
Jesus.
So
she said that?
Yes, in one of their lives. She sure did.
The crazy thing about it, she's 21, he's 65 years old. That's what, 40 something years older?
Yes. Yep.
And she And this is no
What
disrespect.
happened to worms, man? Remember back in the
Old
day
guys
when
have
people
worms?
would tell you,
Old guys have worms?
women would tell the women, "Yeah, you mess with that old man, you're gonna get worms."
Yeah.
What happened to worms?
I don't know.
People don't believe in worms no more.
He's too rich to have worms. He probably got rid of all of them. He got all that money he got. Ain't no worms in there.
But watching this, she just put out a live or where she was with him and they were talking on the live and she was asking for crepes and saying that Cartier was her favorite. She just didn't seem.
What is crepes? Rich worms?
No, but crepes are like the things that you eat, man. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
But she just didn't seem mature enough for that age. You know what I mean? She didn't seem like you could tell the mature level wasn't at the same thing. And that's what scares me when somebody at 21 or 22, whatever age she is dating a 65-year-old.
I think if you're 21, you ain't gonna never be mature enough to date a 65-year-old.
You're right.
Okay.
Touche.
What are you talking about?
No, but the way she was talking, it sounded still like a young girl.
Like a little girl.
Like crepe. I want a crepe. What do you want? What do you want in your crepe? Oh, that is my favorite favorite
I just
spot.
think that when you're a man, you got to put it in perspective, right?
Jesus.
How many years old is he?
65.
65. She's 21 or 22.
Do the math. I'm not good.
32, 42, 52, 62, 40-something
54.
years.
40-something years old. So imagine being 40-something years old when somebody's zero. You're looking at somebody. You're looking at a person pregnant. You pregnant with the person you're gonna be with 20 years from now. That's you got to put things in perspective sometimes.
Absolutely.
And be like, you know what? Nah, that ain't what I need to be doing.
And a lot of people were saying like, the apple don't fall far from the tree because that's the same thing that her dad did with her mom. But Russell was not that much older, not 40-something years older than Kimora. And Kimora had posted something on her story where like she was like kind of saying like she ain't want her to do that. Yeah, 17. Okay,
they were 17,
but not 44.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, and then they used to travel to St. Bart's all the time as little kids.
Yeah, I guess.
Jesus. All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess, and her news is real.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
4 after the hour. Well, about a minute. I need all you unhealed heathens who mad at J. Cole apologizing to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with you.
Oh, and let's talk about this when you're finished with this. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Some donkey today just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for it.
I never heard of a donkey the other day. What is it?
I'm a donkey. Say it again, Charlamagne. I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Donkey of the day for Monday, April 8th goes to all of you that are disappointed that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar. If you haven't been paying attention because you've grown as hell, got a family, and don't give a damn what these rappers be talking about, let me give you a quick refresher. Kendrick decided to give a few bars to J. Cole and Drake on Metro Boomin' and Future song Like That. This past Friday, J. Cole decided to respond when he dropped a surprise project called Might Delete Later, and on his 7-minute drill, he threw some shots back at Kendrick. Let the record show, when I heard that last week, I immediately said to myself, J. Cole needs to delete that now. Don't wait until later. Okay, I told people J. Cole sounded like he didn't even believe what he was saying about Kendrick. He said Kendrick fell off like The Simpsons. The Simpsons been on for 35 years.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. Still at the top of their game. He sounded like he had a gun to his head and he was being forced to read a bunch of stupid-ass rhetoric that he got from social media and YouTube videos, because if it's one thing you cannot go at Kung Fu Kenny for, it's his music. That's all Kendrick stands on. That's his business, the music. He is in the business of making classic, timeless music that even if you don't get in the moment, it will be there waiting for you when you catch up. So not only did I think Cole's response was weak, I just knew he didn't believe anything he was saying. And all of that was confirmed for me last night at the Dreamville Festival when Cole decided to apologize to Kendrick Lamar. Let's listen.
In my spirit of trying to get this music out, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to jab my back and I try to keep it friendly when I listen to it, and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this catalog and his greatness, I just want to come up here and publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God aligned me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm going to take that on the chin, boy. Do what you do. I pray that y'all are forgiving for the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Because I ain't going to lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. It and let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years.
That's right. I have feelings as a man, feelings as a hip-hop fan. The hip-hop fan in me isn't disappointed because in life you have to pick your battles, and you have to pick your battles carefully because danger comes from trying to surpass your limits. Cole, no, he didn't really want it with Kendrick. So if you don't really want it with a person, then you are pushing yourself past the limit you aren't willing to go, and that's usually when you end up getting hurt. Not to mention, Cole said something very important in that apology. He said it didn't sit right with his spirit. You must always listen to your spirit. And Cole, the reason your Kendrick diss didn't sit right in your spirit was because you knew you was lying, okay? You knew you didn't feel like that about Kendrick's music. You are an artist, a true MC, so there's not too many people who appreciate what Kendrick Lamar does as much as you do. Kendrick Lamar don't need to be a part of every algorithm on social media because Kendrick isn't a surfer, he's a wave. There is a difference. A lot of y'all are just surfers. You get online every day looking for a new wave to ride. Kendrick, when he drops projects, creates those waves that people ride. Period. Good Kid, Mad City. Classic album. We know this. The Pimp a Butterfly. My favorite Kendrick Lamar album. That album is Blackity Black Black. If you ask me, Kendrick re-ushered in a black renaissance in music with that album, but that's a discussion for another day. Damn is a great project. I don't know if I have it as classic status, but Cole, you said that's his prime. You said that was his peak. So if that's the case, then you think that's his best body of work. So that's 3 classic albums we discussing. And then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I told y'all months ago in the future, we are going to look at that in Jay-Z's 444 as 2 of the most important hip-hop albums of all time. And you know when that's going to come? When you unhealed heathens get some healing. When you men grow up. And that's what we are here to talk about today. The rap fan in me understands the disappointment many of you feel in Cole. But the man in me who understands that I'm a spiritual being living a human existence has nothing but respect for what J. Cole did. See, so many of us lead with pride and ego nowadays, and we let these idiots on social media who we don't even know peer pressure us to say things and do things that we don't even want to do. It takes a real human to check himself and say, man, what I'm doing, I don't even believe. I don't even believe in. I don't believe what I said. I don't even believe in what I did. Apologize and keep it moving. Y'all want a man to attack a man for your entertainment because we are a culture that feeds off conflict. We just have to have some conflict to feast on. We like to see people at war with each other because so many of us are at war with ourselves. It's really that simple. Okay, unhealed people hurt people and love to see other people hurt. Healed people and people on a healing journey aren't in the hurt business. Often individuals who have experienced hurt haven't processed their pain or developed effective coping strategies. Their unprocessed emotions can manifest as aggressive behavior towards others. And additionally, they may replicate the damaging behaviors they have experienced, a phenomenon known as the cycle of abuse. Salute to Cole for breaking the cycle, especially if he simply doesn't want to. Okay, good for you, Cole, for not succumbing to the peer pressure of your homeboys, other artists, social media, whatever it is. Okay, you as a man and rapper didn't feel comfortable with what you did. Bravo for apologizing. Bravo for doing what you feel in your spirit. So when y'all having these combos about Cole and being disappointed that he apologized, ask yourself, what's that about? Make sure that's not your wounded ego talking. And I want to say something else. Why are y'all so controlled by other people? Some of y'all had the nerve to ride with Cole when he told you the lie he told you about Kendrick's albums. He was right there all weekend acting like Cole was right about Kendrick's projects. Whole time he was capping and you was right there co-signing the cap. Just Friday, y'all was saying Cole is number 1. Y'all had Cole 1, Kendrick 0 trending. Now that Cole has apologized for capping, y'all saying he back to number 3? Y'all calling him the middle child again? Not 48 hours after y'all was just saying he's number 1? This is exactly why you should always just do you and do what your spirit tells you to do. Don't listen to none of these fools because they never know what they want. Please give all these unhealed heathens mad at Cole for apologizing the biggest hee-haw.
All right.
You are so dramatic.
Well, let's discuss. 800-585-1051. I disagree with you, though, but let's discuss. 800
you an unhealed heathen.
585-1051. No, it's not even about
You're
that.
You're an unhealed heathen. We all know this.
Well, I am, but J. Cole, when it came to J. Cole, people always, in my opinion, slept on J. Cole. They always had a problem with J. Cole. He produced his own beats. His beats don't knock the same. In the last 3-4 years, J. Cole has been getting on other people's beats. He's been getting on records with people, embodying everything he put out. He get on First Person Shooter, and people started comparing him. He said he wants to be number 1. He said he's number 1. This is lyrical warfare. This ain't, nobody ever thought it was going to be the South versus the West. Nobody thought they were going to kill each other. This is lyrics. This is lyrics.
So why are you mad at him for taking a step back?
I'm not mad at him, but if you want to be number 1, and you say you're number one, and when that person comes and tests you, you can't run away. You gotta you gotta battle back. That's like me.
Says who though?
That's how the game is played.
Who's playing the game? What if I don't want to play your game?
Caitlin Clark.
What if I take my ball and go home?
Wanted to be number one, right?
And she lost.
And the Gamecocks came and washed her.
And she lost.
But she tried and she lost.
She had no choice. It's basketball. It's sports.
But she didn't come back and apologize. She didn't come back and say, you know what?
That is a terrible analogy.
I shot 35 points. It's not.
That's a horrible analogy.
There's still
basketball.
You don't turn around after you don't know. This is lyrics.
It's not a game.
If you want to be number one, let's be number one.
It's not a game.
J. Cole been spitting. He's been putting the work in the last couple of years. I just don't like the fact that
if his heart's not in it, right? And he decides to get in that booth and spit some weak lyrics like he did last week.
His heart wasn't it before?
No, it wasn't.
And first person shooter, his heart was in
but
it,
he
bro.
wasn't battling. That's what I'm saying. I would have preferred Cole if he wanted to respond. Just write some dope lyrics and say you the best.
I'm Muhammad Ali. He's talking about he's number one. He's the best. He's saying on that song he's the best.
So keep proving you're the best by just being a dope rapper. You don't got to challenge somebody directly.
That was a challenge.
Have you ever done a DJ battle? I don't know.
Yes, I have.
I'm asking.
I have.
But
Yes.
do you feel the need to do them now?
I don't know.
Yes, because you just go out there and you know what I'm saying? Improve you the best just by doing the work. I don't have to challenge anybody to say you the best. You don't have to challenge somebody to say you the best.
I know, I don't.
And if he did and decided to take his ball and go home, he can do that too.
But if you do challenge and the person gives you that work, you give him that work back.
Not if you got your ass beat.
Right. It's just an apology after the comment. Like after him being in the comments, he sat in the comments and he saw the feedback and was like, "Oh man, now it don't sit right with me."
I think he's busy.
I think he wrote the record because he was in the comments.
I do. I do believe that. I don't think what
let's
he
talk
said.
about it when we come back.
Yeah, let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave Donkey today to who?
Everybody who's upset that J. Cole decided to apologize to Kendrick Lamar. You know, y'all should be directing y'all energy towards Drake.
Why?
Because Kendrick's bars were mostly aimed for Drake.
I agree.
Cole really didn't. Cole just caught a couple strays.
Correct.
And decided to jump out there for no reason.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Telling a bunch of lies.
Correct.
A bunch of cap.
Correct.
Kendrick fell off like the Simpsons. Simpsons been on for 35 years. He's trying to lie to us and revise history and make us believe that Kendrick's catalog isn't what it is. That The Pimp a Butterfly isn't one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Are you serious? He didn't believe himself.
Yeah, well, Kendrick albums are dope. You can't belittle Kendrick's albums. I mean, Kendrick albums are dope. But I just feel like this is rap. This is lyrical war. Like I said, what I seen J. Cole, I seen people ishing on J. Cole beforehand, say they don't like his beats. They didn't like his beat selection. They don't like the fact that he makes beats. He doesn't do records with a lot of different people. He started doing that in the last 3 years, and let's all be honest, people started looking J. Cole in a different light.
Who is these people? People love J. Cole. We got people like Nile Simone who went to college, who went to St. John's because of J. Cole.
But people are starting to look at J. Cole in a different light.
What light? J. Cole's always been in the big three conversation, NB. What are you talking about?
No,
you know what it is?
Not this
you know
light.
what it is?
What?
You had an opportunity to sign him back in the day and you missed. So now you've been trying to downplay him to yourself all these years.
Now, I think J. Cole is one of the nicest. And I love the fact that he's rapping with people. I love the fact that he's doing other beats, and I love the fact that he's stepping out of his lane that he usually do. J. Cole is one of the nicest regardless. So when I heard him start talking that talk, like I'm number one, I'm Muhammad Ali, I'm like, yeah. Then when I see Kendrick jump, and I'm like, okay. And I like this Cole album is dope, but I think it's getting shadowed for that 7-minute drill.
Cause you know why? Because Cole realized, what am I here? You ever somebody got a beef with one of your peoples, right? And it's not even really your peoples like that.
This happened to me many times.
That's what I'm saying.
It's happened to me many times.
One of your people. So you jump out the window first, like, nah, man, we gonna rock it.
All the time.
Where your man at?
And that's
where your man at?
My man back out, and now I'm in the beef.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't want to be in the beef.
Now you getting your ass beat while your man at home. Why you went over there in the first place?
Yeah, that happened to me all the time.
I ain't tell you to go over there.
You right. That happened to me all the time.
You used to consign people?
What?
You used to consign people? You had a record label?
Consign? No.
Because he was like, you wanted to sign J. Cole?
I had a couple of artists back in the day, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
He missed out on J. Cole and Bryson Tiller.
Who you have? Who is on your list?
Let's go to the phone lines, man.
Okay.
Tell them who's on your
I'm not talking to y'all.
You turned down Cole and Bryson Tiller, so who did you get? Who did you sign?
2 artists, actually.
Who?
One's name was News, one was name was Coke. News went on to sign with Irv Gotti, and Coke was a ghostwriter for a lot of artists in the industry.
Okay.
Oh.
But I started doing radio. And I retired from that life. I don't know why I talk to y'all. I don't know what to talk about. Hello, who's this?
What's going on? Chief Brooklyn, you heard?
What's up? What's up, you heard? What's your thoughts?
Yo, bro, all right, so I just found out about this, like, just now during the donkey of the day, so I'm freshly mad. Like, I'm freshly upset.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
I just feel like, first of all, I just don't feel like he's got enough work to be putting these big three conversations the way that y'all be putting them in these conversations.
Who are you talking about?
Cool.
Kendrick.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I gotta hang up on you. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta hang up on you.
He's just an idiot. But you know what? I'm not even gonna call him an idiot.
Why?
Because we live in this world where people feel like you gotta have a feature out every week, a song out every week. You gotta drop an album every year.
Yeah.
We don't appreciate people who take time to give us these timeless masterpieces.
Hello, who's
like
this?
Kendrick.
Yo, what's good? It's Ace from Daily Rapper Crew.
Ace, what up? Talk to us.
Yo, Envy, I 100% agree with you, man. Cole for years been saying he the best, and then when it's time for competition, he backing out. He say he Muhammad Ali. Who Muhammad Ali backing down from and apologizing?
That's y'all dumbass for believing he was Muhammad Ali.
Oh my God.
I told y'all
No,
from the beginning.
I never said I believe you Muhammad Ali, but if you claim you Muhammad Ali, you can't be backing down when you got competition coming at you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you.
So Cole, know what I mean, do better.
Damn.
Well, you got Cole ranked now.
Hello?
Oh.
He's gone. All right, call us up right now. Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're having this Cole conversation. Charlamagne gave J. Cole donkey today for what?
Because people are mad that J. Cole apologized. I feel like, if his spirit wasn't in it, which we knew. When I heard the song, I said, J. Cole don't even believe what he's saying right now. So if your spirit's not in it and you just capping for the sake of capping, why continue to cap? See, a lot of people tell one lie and then they don't realize they got to keep telling more lies for that first lie. Cole's out of lies. You ain't going to beat Kendrick with no lies. So you might as well back out. That's why I wasn't sitting right with Cole's spirit, because he knew he was lying.
What he said, all right, so we can't have a change of heart. He said, you know what, it wasn't even right. Like, so why are you doing all that? You so dramatic. He literally apologized. That's what he said in his apology for 4 minutes. He said that, like, yo, you know what? You can have a change of heart for some things. Like, remember, like when you apologized to Monique? Remember?
We saying the same thing right now.
We are? Okay.
What do you mean? I'm with, yes, you're right.
Because it's just that he's so dramatic with it. I'm like, what, is he mad now? What's going on?
We're saying the same exact thing.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
So disagree with him?
With Envy, yes.
All right, what are you talking about?
Hello, who's this?
This is Dewan.
What's up, brother? What's your thoughts?
Honestly, I feel like J. Cole should have just did it differently. I feel like he wasn't wrong for doing the diss. I just feel like he didn't have good points on like
That's right.
why he was dissing him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He didn't believe nothing he was saying. He should have just rapped.
Right.
Same way he did on First Person Shooter. Just show people. He should have just rapped and said something like, Kendrick, I'm nicer than you. That's it. But you come up with all of these lame ass.
Charlamagne, I'm nicer than you. Like, I'm a nice guy. Like, that's
Well, but that's the other thing. Kendrick Lamar don't have no stains on his jacket. If you are MC, what are you going to say about Kendrick Lamar?
Correct.
Like, you can't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, but they both lyrically get busy. But like Ma say, I like J. Cole as a rapper. I love Kendrick as a rapper. But I just feel like J. Cole's been getting to that point where people are looking at him differently. And I know you don't think so, but at one time there was so many complaints about J. Cole. He doesn't pick the right beats. He doesn't produce his own. He produces his own records. He needs to step outside the box. He needs to do more records with other people. And he's been doing all of that, and he's been bodying that. And I think it's been showing people a different light of J. Cole, a light that I've seen. And I just feel like that's taken away, and I just hate that because I think the boy get busy. Hello, who's this?
This is Alexis calling from Charlotte. Good morning, y'all.
Hey,
Good morning, Alexis. What's happening?
Yeah, I want to comment on the Cole. I just left Dreamville last night. I think the diss, I really don't even think the Kendrick diss was all the way to Cole. I think it was mostly to
Drake.
So that's why I think the diss with Cole's response wasn't as well as he thought it was going to be. But yeah, since it is a classic, I applaud him and apologizing because he didn't come hard enough. not famous. So he definitely should delete that. I agree with y'all.
That's right.
Okay.
You talk about Mike delete later. No, delete this now.
Damn it, man.
I don't know who was in the studio with you and let you put that on that tape, but your whole Dreamville team should be ashamed of themselves.
Hello, who's this?
This is Cam in Florida.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's your thoughts, bro?
So I just wanted to say I'm here for the raps. I'm here for the bars. I mean, I'm not too caught on, what exactly Cole said, rap, all of that. Like, what more are you supposed to say about Kendrick? What are you supposed to say bad about Kendrick? But the fact that he can put something together and get a complete diss track, I'm here for it. This is what we want to see. They ain't give us a collaboration project, so we got to see them rap against each other.
Now, Kendrick should not respond. I mean, Kendrick already did the damage. There's nothing to respond to. But I do understand why J. Cole apologized. I do understand why, you belittled that man's work, and that's not J. Cole's character. I do get that. But you're a rapper, and I think he should have thought about it a little differently before he put out 7-Minute Drill, because he gets busy. I think for a lot of people, it takes away from that busyness.
Where is Drake? Kendrick. Drake is the one that keep getting jabbed up by Kendrick. It ain't Cole. Kendrick gave it to Cole, to Drake on that BET freestyle. He gave it to Drake on King Kunta. He gave it to Drake on something else recently. Well, not recently. Oh yeah, the not first person shooter, the new one. Drake is the one he wants smoke with.
Drake ain't ready to say nothing.
And that's right. No, Drake gonna say something. And I think Drake is preparing, because he don't only got to go at Kendrick. He got to go at everybody that sided with Future and Metro.
No, he don't.
Yes, he do. He gonna go at everybody.
And then Cole said, people was on his phone talking about, it's wartime. I bet you one of them texts came from Aubrey. It's wartime. And you grabbed your gun and ran outside shooting, and Aubrey ain't nowhere to be found. He in Canada.
I've been there before, Cole. Damn. and then when you need help, they run the other way. I've been there before.
And I also want to say, too, I do not like when people act like just because Kendrick, like I said, is not chasing the algorithm and is not jumping on records, every week and putting out an album every year, that we act like he's not one of the greatest. Lauryn Hill been out here touring with one album, and she in y'all top 5. Okay?
But she'll say Fuji's album.
Let me ask you, Erykah Badu. Is she one of the greatest of all time?
Yes.
Is Jill Scott one of the greatest of all time?
Yes.
Ask yourself how many albums they got. Both of them. Erykah Badu got 5. Jill Scott got 5. Erykah Badu ain't put out an album since 2010. Jill Scott ain't put out an album since 2015.
So what that mean? I do you one better. Biggie has 2 albums.
But that's my point. It don't matter. Like, it's not about putting out 10 albums,
2 real albums,
12 albums. As long as you put out great bodies of work that stand the test of time and they're timeless, they will put you in that upper echelon. I like artists that take time putting together classics.
I do too.
That's it.
Okay. Jess?
Absolutely.
We got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Absolutely. I'm not lying. I'm just tired of this little conversation now. Like, all right, he apologized. He said he's sorry. It didn't sit right with his spirit. Okay, now that's it.
I agree.
Drake ain't gonna say nothing. Kendrick is still gonna be the best. It is what it is.
I agree.
All right. What I got? Oh, Nene Leak said, if you're gonna cheat, do it right.
Okay. All right, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I want to salute Caroline Mass-Wanganye.
Listen to this.
Caroline Mass-Wanganye from NASA. Mm-hmm. She sent me a little note. Said, "Dear Charlamagne, I hope you and your family get an opportunity to experience the eclipse. Enjoy the glasses, and I look forward to connecting with you soon." And she sent me some glasses from NASA.
Now, remember he made fun of the glasses we put on earlier?
Said he was never going to wear them because they clowned out.
Ask him what these glasses look like.
Oh, I got to plug it up and charge it up.
No, you don't. You effing liar.
I do. I got to plug it up.
She got pluggable glasses.
This is from NASA.
No damn plug-in glasses.
This came from NASA. This is from NASA.
Okay, all right, flex. Okay,
you
baby.
Want to see this from
NASA.
Look at NASA.
Look at the glasses. Look at the glasses.
Charlamagne be having these crazy connections.
That's right.
Ain't no
Y'all gonna learn.
They're the same glasses. The same
no, it's not.
Be in these rooms.
No, it's not.
Let's go to Jess With The Mess. One day I'm gonna report a story about you and you're gonna see it coming. Go ahead.
And you're gonna disappear on air. Like just
see?
Let's go.
He be in these rooms real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Nobody could get nobody to see this, Monique. Angela Jolie alleges that Brad Pitt's abuse started well before 2016. So we know that she filed for divorce from Brad Pitt in 2016 after his verbal and physical abuse, assault to her and the children on a private plane. But Jolie said that the that his abuse started well before the plane altercation. Her lawyer says that while Brad Pitt's history of physical abuse toward Angelina started well before the plane altercation, this was the first time that he actually has spanked the kids or whatever. And then she immediately left him after that. These allegations are coming back up after ongoing legal troubles of Pitt suing her. So they just suing each other. It's like real life Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Now, he's claiming that she sold half of their vineyard. They had a vineyard together when they were married. Please, come on, y'all. Get off your phones, for real. Pay attention because this is more news that I paid for. So look, now they had a vineyard together. It's called Chateau Miraval, right? And in the divorce, they plan to split it, down the middle, because they both owned it. Now, Jolie sold her half. He's suing her because he had no knowledge that she sold her half. She sold it to the Stoley Group in 2021. But I felt like if it's my half, then
I can sell it
was
to whoever I
mine.
want.
It's like whatever, you know. But he said that was in violation of his contractual rights.
Yeah, first right of refusal then.
Yeah, obviously. Now, the other day, April 4th, 2024, Angela Jolie's lawyers requested to release the proof that Pitt would not allow her to sell it to him. So she tried to sell it to him, but she was like, no, I didn't sell it to him because he wanted me to sign an expansive NDA. So apparently it was a bunch of stipulations and stuff, like it was a bunch of loopholes, and she didn't feel comfortable signing it. So she did try to sell it to him, so she could be done with it. But he was trying to do it his little way, you know. But that's Brad Pitt, you know. So
what they saying about this on White Rich Twitter? Do they have a White Rich Twitter? Like there's a Black Twitter? Is White Rich Twitter in an uproar?
You have to pay for it, so no.
White Rich Twitter is not outraged about this alleged abuse from Brad Pitt?
Crazy.
The way Black Twitter would be if it was an alleged abuse from a Black celebrity of that stature?
If I feel like it would be more, attainable if you didn't have to pay for it, because people don't like to pay.
What are you talking about paying?
Come on.
What do you keep saying?
For real,
about?
because it's a subscription for all the news that these white people was trying to cover up about themselves. All right, so look. Now, in Black Free News, Nene Leakes said she's okay with cheating if it's done respectfully. So she was on IG Live with Carlos King, and she said she can get down with respectful cheating, right? She essentially said what you don't know won't hurt you, but then she went down she gave us the breakdown on cheating etiquette.
Now, respectful cheating, I could deal with that. What you don't know
won't hurt you.
It won't hurt you. However, if you're going to cheat, you need to do it with respect. Number one, you can never approach.
Your side piece doesn't call my phone saying, "Put my man on the phone, B." And it's like, well, dang, girl.
Or posting on your social media.
Yeah, or when the side piece posts the arm of the man with his tattoos, so you could see the year he was born and the year of his daughter, so that you can identify that, yeah, girl, this is my man too. That's disrespectful cheating. Keep your side pieces in check.
I don't even understand that language. No habla inglés. I don't even know what the hell they talking about. Somebody translate for me. Matter of fact, I don't even care.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I gotta get a Rosetta Stone. I don't know what type of. You know what? I don't even know.
I couldn't even hear.
Exactly. Well, good. Well, since we're gonna move on,
my ears broke.
Mine
to a divorce. Chance the Rapper and wife Kirsten Corley announced that they divorced. They shared the same post to their Instagram stories, basically saying that they asked for privacy after it was publicly announced that they were divorced. They've been married since 2019, and just last month they celebrated their 5th wedding anniversary on March 9th. So
sad,
you know. Yeah, but he was getting his little life. Shortly after, he was, he had somebody giving him a lap dance. It looked like he was at Carnival.
It was at Carnival.
Carnival's not going on right now, is it?
That was a while ago. That was a couple months ago when he did the Carnival.
No, that was a couple years ago.
You sure?
What? Yeah. That video was from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least a year.
Because it just circulated again. Okay, because I never seen it from the jump. So if that was years ago, that was why they was married. That was when they was married. Oh, okay, yeah, so
yes,
don't offer up anything. Thank you very much.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know.
All right, I'm just saying, because that means that was a part of what he was doing when they were married. But yeah, so I just sent both of them healing energy for each other.
And it's interesting too. I'm sure that they gave Chance a lot of flack for this because he put out the whole album, and the whole album was
dedicated to his wife.
Yeah, I love my wife. I love my wife.
Absolutely,
literally.
Yeah,
so I'm sure they was on him about that.
Mm-hmm.
But things change.
They do.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they'll stay divorced. Hopefully, because they got children together.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they work it out if it's meant to be.
Hopefully,
right?
they do. I mean, they
you
both
don't want
share.
them to get divorced, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, they both share the same post, so apparently they're on some type of accord, like with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they same exact post, and then it said at the end of it said thank you, Chance and Kirsten. So they might just be, they might need a little break, whatever. Like you said, hopefully, because they filed for divorce, they're not divorced yet, and maybe they won't. So best hopes and wishes to that. But I feel like they look alike.
Is marriage a thing of chance?
Huh?
Like, is it a thing of chance? Like, is it like it's like is it a gamble?
I'm not sure. Y'all can talk to each other because until I get married, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't look at it like that. But is it? Because it may work, it may not. You hope it's forever, right?
But you know what just made me think when you just spoke about it, I was wondering if they were going through problems, and he did that album as a dedication to say I love my wife. I want to fix this.
And what if she thought the album was whack? And that's
Jesus
what caused it all.
Christ.
That's what was like, you know what?
Yeah. Like, you gonna come on with this trash? Like, oh my
I'm
God.
just saying, you always got to remember that whenever you dedicate an album to somebody, make sure it's hot. Okay?
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess.
Absolutely, y'all.
Right,
I did good today. Like, first of all, drop a please bomb for me in this news because I've been delivering some stuff that people been trying to act like they did,
right.
but they didn't even know.
That's right. All right. Mix is up next. Let's go.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We're back. Week off. Did you guys do anything at all?
Yes, I actually went home and chilled with my man. I was so happy, even though he wasn't off. I still saw him a lot though. Like he did like loads around, like Maryland and stuff. Because I wasn't up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I really missed my bed at home, and I missed my estate and my land and all that. Yeah, I'm flexing, whatever. But I just was so happy to see some grass, my dog, everything. Yeah, I spent time with my son, even though I had him the week before up here. Ash is different when he's at home. He helps me out so much more. So
that's right.
Yeah,
and she killed the April Fool's Day comedy show. Salute to everybody that was there. Salute to Rick Michaels. Jess Hilarious killed it. Shout to Bruce. Shout to Tracy Morgan.
Yes.
Shout to D.L. Hughley. Shout to Shantae Wayans.
Yeah,
so many
London
people on that show.
Brown,
Yeah,
Glorilla,
yes,
Jeezy.
Yep.
Salute to everybody who came out to your sold out shows in New Brunswick too.
Yeah, yep, in New Jersey. Yes, at the Stress Factory. I had 4 shows there last weekend. That was my first time on stage. Like I said, I told my fans too, I was very transparent. I was like, yo, I was so nervous. But not nervous because I didn't know what to say. Just, it's like riding a bike. You get back on stage and you're like, oh, okay. But the build up, because I was off stage for like almost 3 months, so I was kind of nervous. That was a show that you were supposed to come to, but it's all right.
Yeah, but I came to the one in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I did 5 minutes there.
She did an hour in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
I went there on Saturday night.
I did, and I appreciate that.
All right.
Salute to the big back woman who was very upset with me. And she was sitting right in front of me. Her friend wanted to take a picture, and she did not want to take that picture for her friend.
Really?
Man.
That mad?
Man.
It wasn't even a joke.
Here's the funny part. When Jess starts telling the joke, all you hear is all the big women in there say, he's here. He's here. He's right there.
They just ready to get him.
I was like, man, order everybody around the chicken wings on me, man.
Not shots.
Oh
Chicken
my
wings.
goodness. When we come back, we got the positive note. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. You got some positivity, mister?
I do. I want to tell everybody, too, man, make sure you go get your tickets for the 2nd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening April 27th in Atlanta at Pullman Yards. Wallow and Gilly going to be on that podcast stage. Jess Hilarious with Carefully Reckless. Debbie Brown with Deeply Well. The Poor Minds Podcast, Horrible Decision. So go get your tickets right now. At eventbrite.com or blackeffect.com/podcast festival. And I got to salute Alice Randall. Her book, My Black Country, A Journey Through Country Music's Black Past, Present, and Future, comes out tomorrow. That is the next release off Black Privilege Publishing. So, everybody's on this black country music kick because of Beyonce, and we thank Beyonce for that. So Alice Randall will be dropping My Black Country tomorrow. So go pick that up. Now, the positive note is simply this. You do not need to work to become spiritual. Okay? You are spiritual. You need only to remember that fact. Spirit is within you. God is within you. Tap into it. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?